as folks who are determined to increase the penetration of insurance in India, realizing the level of under-penetration we have as far as insurance is concerned in India, I think there is scope for a lot more innovation.
Yes.
I completely believe that, and I think all components of the ecosystem, be those the intermediaries, be those the regulatory body, the insurance companies, the TPAs, the surveyors. I think everybody has to work together to increase the pace of this innovation. Right. So I think what needs to be done, and I think from a very basic point of view, what we need is a lot more data, because data is the future gold, or in fact not just future, probably even today's gold, right? And the more data we have, the better we will all be able to work. So some very simple regulatory changes that I think are very essential. For example, KYC for all customers who buy any form of general insurance products. Today KYC is not made compulsory. I think that is the first thing that should be done, because what that will do is it will help insurance companies get a lot more information about their consumers, and therefore will increase the pace of innovation by being able to direct the right kind of products to the right kind of consumers at the right price. I think privacy is a big issue, and I think by having it in an unregulated fashion, you will only spawn more issues. So I would rather have the information which is sought, or very private information which is sought from consumers, to be well regulated, so that we are all doing it properly. Because it could be misused at any point in time. So one needs to regulate it very carefully. At the same point in time, I think as an industry, we need to put together, for example, an insurance claims repository, similar to a credit repository that exists today. Now, just see how the emergence of credit bureaus has changed consumer lending, right? And my belief is that by actually creating a claims repository, it will bring a revolutionary difference to the quality of insurance products that are available and the price at which they are available. Right. So I think these are very basic things. Have more information about the customer, create more industry body data. Put together a lot more information on frauds, because that to me is a bane, because of which we are today charging more premium to our customers. And if we are able to control that and reduce that, that will change the way we do insurance. For example, on the health insurance side, right? On the health insurance side, if there is more standardization of procedures, if there is more clarity on rates that the hospital charge for various processes and procedures, if there is a collation of the medical history of health insurance consumers, I think all this information will help us provide better insurance coverage to our consumers. So data for me is very important. Data, be it in the form of motor insurance, for health insurance, for commercial insurance, SME insurance. I think there are a number of areas where penetration is very low, and more and more data, if we can put together and collate, I think we can provide much better insurance coverage to our consumers. I think the way I look at insurance is that, and we always say that insurance is a push product. It's never a pull product, right? And the reason for that is simple. People don't get up in the morning and say, today I will buy insurance. It doesn't work like that, right? Whereas you may get up in the morning and say, today I want to buy 3 samosas, but to buy insurance, you never do that, right? Because it's not something which comes very naturally to us. So I think insurance needs to be ingrained in the various life cycles that a consumer goes through. So I'll give you a simple example. Health insurance, right? Now, health insurance on its own may not excite people, but when you put it together as a package with diagnostics, with doctor referrals, with doctor appointment fixing abilities, with discounts on pharmacies, and that becomes a whole ecosystem which you are able to provide to a consumer, then suddenly the product package looks a lot more attractive. Right? Now, this, of course, requires a bit of regulatory change, because today the insurance companies are not permitted to sell anything else other than insurance, right? So let's take home insurance, for example. Now, with home insurance, if I'm able to sell to you an IoT product, which, if installed in your home, can detect burglary, which means if somebody's kind of break through a window and come through, or if there is a fire in your house, it can detect through the IoT devices, it can detect the smoke and warn you in advance. If I'm able to package that with my home insurance product, suddenly it becomes a lot more attractive to you.
Yes.
Right. So they are simple things. So, if I'm able to identify through photographs. So, for example, if you send me a photograph of your living room, which has a television, a music system, and any other electronic device, and through artificial intelligence, if I can identify all those equipment that you have, and tell you that I will be able to insure all of them with a insurance of say 500 rupees, and tomorrow if you have a breakdown of your television, because I've already identified it, I'm able to go to a website which e-commerce website which sells electronic products, and replace your product directly through that website. It'll change the whole experience, right? Now this requires some amount of change in regulation, but I think a lot of change within the insurance company and our ability to understand risks better.